Tom. Obviously, I mean, we briefly talked about autism. I mean, insight from a family member would be really interesting.
Yeah. So growing up with Tom when he was younger, it was a strange one because, like, say if Mum went away shopping, Tom would just flip out and start crying, and he wouldn't stop crying until Mum came back. He wouldn't go anywhere by himself. I remember it was a huge deal we made. Tom he got the train from Invergordon 10 miles away to another train station, Fern, by himself, and that was like epic. That was like, wow, Tom, you're like, it's amazing. You know, and that was the first time he did anything like that. But my mum, she was like, it was unbelievable to see the patience she had, and it was very hard to kind of get Tom almost diagnosed. Tom had a way of, like, when he went to these meetings with I don't know the right terminology, but the people that kind of dealt with additional needs and stuff like that. So Mum and Tom would go along, and then Tom would just be all well behaved and kind of, yes. But then when he went home, he would just tear the place to shreds. But we took Tom to the gym. This was a huge changing point for Tom. So going to the gym when he was, I think it was 15, we started to take him to the gym, or I took him to the gym when I was at home from work. And yeah, kind of seen him kind of progress and stuff, and mixing with other people as well. So there was a very good friend of ours, a boy, Matthew Forth, who I'm extremely good friends with, but Tom kind of had this bond with Matt. When I went away offshore, Matt would kind of take him under his wing, teach him the technique and stuff. And literally, Matt would say, and probably Tom will tell you, that they'd come in, Tom would come in, Matt would say, hey Tom, Tom would say hi, and then they'd train, and then he'd say bye. And it was like 2 words that Tom said the whole session. And this happened for a good couple of months. And then Tom felt comfortable, and then he started kind of coming out of his shell, and just unbelievable the change in a person, like from going from being completely head down, not speaking to anyone, to this like functioning member of society, whatever that is. You know, he was able to converse with people, speak to people, hold his head up and be that kind of proud man that he is, that we see today. So it was extremely tough, because a lot of, and rightly so, you know, a lot of Mum's attention had to go on Tom to kind of, you know, deal with stuff that he was going through, and school wasn't the best for him, and then Mum would be worried, would he ever kind of hold down a job, have a wife, do all this stuff, and now, Jesus man, you can't get him to shut up. He's just non-stop, he's flying all around the world, he's married, he's got a house. You know, Tom is one of the best guys you'll ever meet, you know, and he's got the heart of, just the heart of gold, man. He's such a genuinely nice guy, and I think that's what people really kind of appreciate about Tom. It's a shame we didn't have any clips of him when he was going mad when he was younger, because it's that would have been a nice touch. But